speak English even if you don't want. Now let's look at negative sentences. Negative singular, negative plural. Negative sentence structure is subject, then helping verb, then not. Not is a negative word, then V1. In all these structures we use only V1. Now let's look at the meaning. ನಾನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. I do not write. ನಾನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. You do not write. ನೀನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. He does not write. She does not write. It does not write. ಅವನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಳು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. When it comes to negative sentences, third person singular, we take the help of helping verb does. Two helping verbs are there in first person, second person and third person plural. We use do, but when it comes to third person singular, we use does. Keep in mind, he does not write. ಅವನು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. See here, write, here it is writes. He writes in positive sentences, but in negative sentences it loses its yes. Third person singulars, he, she, it. Then we use does instead of do. Keep in mind, this rule you must keep in mind. We do not write. ನಾವು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. You do not write. ನೀವು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. They do not write. ಅವರು ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. So these are the negative sentences. Let me take the help of the verb eat once again and let me use that verb eat in all these structures. I do not eat. ನಾನು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. You do not eat. ನೀನು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. He does not eat. ಅವನು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. She does not eat. ಅವಳು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. It does not eat. ಅದು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. We do not eat. ನಾವು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. You do not eat. ನೀವು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. They do not eat. ಅವರು ತಿನ್ನುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. This is just about simple present tense assertive sentences. Now let's go and have a look at interrogative yes or no type sentences. We studied simple present tense assertive sentences, positive and negative. Now let's have a look at simple present tense interrogative yes or no type sentences, positive and negative sentences. Simple present tense sada vartamana kala, helping verb do does remains same. Verb form, only one verb form is used in interrogative yes or no type sentences. V1 plus yes gone. Interrogative yes or no type sentences we are studying here. Now let's see the structures. Positive sentences. Positive sentence structure is first helping verb, then subject, then verb. Only V1 we use here. The meaning, the sense of this interrogative yes or no type positive sentences is ನಾನು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತೇನಾ. Do I write? ನಾನು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತೇನಾ. Do you write? ನೀನು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತೀಯಾ. Does he write? ಅವನು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತಾನಾ. Does he write? ಅವಳು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತಾಳಾ. Does it write? ಅದು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತದಾ. Here you may observe a change with first person and second person singulars we used do, but when it comes to he, she, it, third person singulars we use does. Keep in mind. When it comes to third person plural, again do we use. We don't use does there. When we use does, then we do not use writes with the main verb. That one point also you need to keep in mind. Do we write? ನಾವು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತೇವಾ. Do you write? ನೀವು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತೀರಾ. Do they write? ಅವರು ಬರೆಯುತ್ತಾರಾ. So this is the structure of positive sentences, interrogative yes or no type. Now let me take the help of verb read and use that verb in these structures. Do I read? ನಾನು ಓದುತ್ತೇನಾ. Do you read? ನೀನು ಓದುತ್ತೀಯಾ. Does he read? ಅವನು ಓದುತ್ತಾನ? ಡಸ್ ಹಿ ರೀಡ್? ಅವಳು ಓದುತ್ತಾಳ? ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೀಡ್? ಅದು ಓದುತ್ತದ? ಡು ವಿ ರೀಡ್? ನಾವು ಓದುತ್ತೇವಾ? ಡು ಯು ರೀಡ್? ನೀವು ಓದುತ್ತೀರಾ? ಡು ದೇ ರೀಡ್? ಅವರು ಓದುತ್ತಾರಾ? Like that we use that. Not only read and write, you may use hundreds of verbs and practice like this type. Now let's look at the negative sentence structure. Sentence structure: first helping verb, then subject, and then not, negative word, then last V1 we use right there. Do I not write? ನಾನು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡು ಯು ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ನೀನು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡಸ್ ಹಿ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ಅವನು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡಸ್ ಹಿ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ಅವಳು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ಅದು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Here you might have observed a change with first person and second person singulars and first person, second person, third person plurals we use do, but when it comes to third person singular sentences in simple present tense we use does. In interrogative SRO type, WH type or negative sentences, in this one we need to keep in our mind. Do we not write? ನಾವು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡು ಯು ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ನೀವು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? ಡು ದೇ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ಅವರು ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? These are the structures. Now let me take one more example of verbs and I will take read and use that verb in these structures. Do I not read? ನಾನು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Do you not read? ನೀನು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Does he not read? ಅವನು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Does he not read? ಅವಳು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Does it not read? ಅದು ಓದೋದಿಲ್ವೇ? Do we not read? ನಾವು ಓದುವುದಿಲ್ಲವೇ? ಡು ಯು ನಾಟ್ ರೀಡ್? ನೀವು ಓದುವುದಿಲ್ಲವೇ? ಡು ದೇ ನಾಟ್ ರೀಡ್? ಅವರು ಓದುವುದಿಲ್ಲವೇ? So this is what the structure we learnt. I want to draw your attention to one more important thing. We use do I not write. If we use contracted form, do and not together, if we use like that, then I takes the place of not and not is combined with do. Don't I write? Don't you write? Doesn't she write? Doesn't he write? Doesn't she write? Doesn't it write? This way also you may say. That is one more structure you have learned. It will be like that. So questions are very important in a language because we ask hundreds of questions when we go out in the society. That is why we are learning questions also. If we learnt questions in all these 12 tenses, see how much our knowledge of English grows. So you better take the verbs and simply keep on practicing. The list of verbs, essentials verbs you have taken down, and those verbs you may take the help of, or other thousands of verbs are there, those verbs help also you may take. Just practice, practice, practice. Practice makes man perfect. Now let's look at interrogative WH type of sentences. Now we are studying the simple present tense interrogative WH type of sentences. Simple present tense, sada vartamana kala, helping verb, do, does, verb form V1, only one form of the verb is used in this kind of sentences. Type of sentence, interrogative WH type of sentences. Now let's look at positive sentences.